Hi, what can I get for you today? One client, please.
And can I get fries with that?
All right, you need a client for your INF 370 project. And if I had to guess, there's a very high chance that right now you don't have one. By now, you've probably seen a few emails from your lecturers about potential clients or organizations you could work with. Usually, those clients want something from you first, maybe a short motivational letter about your group, your CVs, or even an in-person interview. A lot of groups aim to get these university clients because, well, it's quicker. They usually already understand what a capstone project is and what's expected, so you don't have to explain too much about INF 370. But that's where the convenience ends. Getting a client through the university isn't some magic cheat code that guarantees a good mark. People assume it's the easy route, but if you ask groups who actually worked with industry clients, most will tell you it just felt like more pressure to perform well and make the client that gave you a chance proud. An amazing client won't save you if your work ethic stinks. Simple as that. Now, if you don't get a university recommended client, or if you don't intend on getting one, then the easiest ways to get one is by asking close family and friends if anyone they know has a business you can work with, or if they themselves have a business you can work with. You can also look for small businesses, even ones you follow or see on social media. Or you can go out and find a business in person and pitch the INF 370 project to them and what it can do for them. You just need to make sure your client actually has a real problem that can be scaled into a proper system, not just a basic home, about, and contact us website. It's super important to get a client you can actually meet in person as well, because it makes it way easier to explain what you need from them during INF 370, especially when it comes to requirements gathering. Plus, meeting face-to-face helps you understand their problem better and figure out how to turn that into a working system. It also helps them understand the limitations of your project. Remember, you're not just building what the client wants. You're building something that also needs to meet the INF 370 requirements for each iteration. So, getting a client who lives in another province, for example, probably not the best idea. You want someone you can easily reach out to, meet with, and show your progress to without needing a whole travel plan. To give you a more transparent picture, I asked a few INF 370 survivors of this year about how they got their clients.
So the one day we were walking at a garage. So I think it was Prof. Hatzing sent an email that Intellect asked them to send, and then we just applied to that. So I'd say just keep a lookout in your inbox for emails from either 272 or 271 and Prof. Hatzing herself. Yeah, that's how we got ours, and then we interviewed for them, and then they selected us from that. So yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Vanessa. So our client was APUs, a consulting firm, and we basically got APUs through Prof. Marie. She had sent an email that APUs is looking for groups to solve problems for them, and we had replied to the email and we were one of the first groups, and that's how we got our clients. Thanks guys.
Hi, so my name's Krishna. How we got our client is one of our group members actually knew someone, and this guy, his dad owns the company. So that's kind of how we got our client. But if we didn't do that, we would have asked around in Hatfield.
So Prof. Marie Hudson sent us an email of potential client Lee. We then applied for that client Lee, which was Stage Life Production House, and went to the office in Centurion. In regards to getting a client for the 70, apply everywhere, ask everywhere. Because if you don't get the first client, you're going to get the second client. But the third one may be the one you want to. If you get multiple offers, people will want to be your sponsor for the year, decide. We had the opportunity to win with APUs, but we got our first offer from Stage Alive before APUs was finalized, and thus we stuck with our guns.
Hi, my name is Derek Tawete. I'm part of Group 2 of the INF 370 Capstone project here, formerly known as Qualify. How we went about getting our client is that we DM'd on Instagram a company that was still doing manually all their sales, transactions, inventory, and we told them about what we would like to propose, integrating from their manual system into a digital system, and we told them more about what is the Capstone project and how it can benefit them as well ourselves. And once we had our first interview with them, we're running down what they would want from their system and how we can better it for them. They jumped on board with us and we ran with that for the whole entire year.
Hi everyone, my name's Shamira. I was part of one of the BMW groups of 2025. So to start off, we're very interested in BMW. We attended the Korea Expo and also the 370 Project Day. We made sure we spoke to the managers and everyone just to get familiar with them. We also spoke to the people who are in our position to get some insights into what would be necessary for the interview. The main thing we were told is BMW is big on company culture. They aren't as hard and serious as everyone thinks they are. So don't go into the interview too hot up. Be yourself, relax, make jokes. They'll really appreciate it, but keep it formal. We made and yeah, just to make a good impression, go into it with the attitude that you already have it. So if you don't believe it, then you won't get it. So be confident and yeah, all the best, guys.
So initially, I believe end of December, we had a first client called, I don't know, some bus company. And so we got them through a friend. So one of our members had a family member whose friend, I guess, worked for the company. And so we agreed to meet them. They agreed to take us on. And so we went through all that, had a meeting with them, discussions on what we could potentially do for them. And so roll around the time of iteration 1, I believe 2 weeks before iteration 1 was due, we were pressing them to have the MOA signed. And they dallied, it's like, yeah, just wanted to have the lawyers look over it, all of that. And once they sent it back, we found that they'd modified it. And so after presenting that with the lecturers and ALs, they told us to find a new client. And so with a week and a half left, we had to scramble to find a new client. And so the process of this was essentially just trying to ask family if they knew anyone. And so fortunately, one of our members, Charlize, had 3 options. And so between the 3 options, we picked one that we felt we could make an actual system for that would be worthwhile. And this person just happened to be someone that Charlize was working for. And so we pitched an idea to them based on how they currently operate. We took a look at what they do, them using WhatsApp, all of that, and then pitched the system to them. And from that pitch, they then went, okay, this looks interesting. And that's how we took them on as a client.
All right, so for me and my team, Team Olympus, we went with the BMW IT Hub. And the way we got our client was we actually applied. So the application process involved all of us submitting our CVs, as well as a team motivational to BMW. And, we were lucky enough to come through for an interview. So when we had our interview, we had a specific manager and a supervisory administrator with us. We discussed things about us, about our specific personality type, things that make us unique, and what we as a team, as a group, bring to the table. After that, we left and we, were smiling and laughing because we actually thought we bombed the interview completely. But luckily enough, they were able to give us a chance and the rest is history.